Freedom is coming. Every captive. We're not slowing down. If your legs get tired, tell the devil he's a liar.
Yeah.
Let's go. We ride in Jesus' name. Break chains of sin and shame. Declare Jesus to the ends of the earth.
Well, good morning, Get Wrecked for Recovery crew. So it's day 86 of the Redeeming Eden Cycle Tour. RECT, Get Wrecked for Recovery. A bicycle trip up the Atlantic coast of America to raise awareness that there are addiction recovery options available, that you don't have to die in your addiction. There's churches, celebrate recoveries, and rescue missions all over the nation, all over the world, that just want to help you, talk to you, and love you if you find yourself bound by addiction. So yeah, here at Moody's Cabin, about to head down the hill to Moody's Restaurant, Moody's Diner. Look at this card that's in the room. It says, I hope you enjoyed your stay on the top of the hill. So that'll kind of tell you just about how tall the hill was that I had to climb at the end of the day yesterday. I mean, I was wore out. I feel very rested. I've only got to go 18 miles today, and it is freezing. I'm wearing my jacket. I will probably end up putting my rain suit on, even though it's not raining right now. It was supposed to rain all day, and for some reason, there's no more rain on the forecast. But it's going to be cold, it's going to be windy, and it's probably going to rain. I don't know. You know, every time I say that, it doesn't. So, we'll see. Either way, going to turn the keys in, head on over here to the diner, going 18 miles to Lobster Buoy Campground, where Evan Corbiere will meet me tonight. And then, like, we'll be together through the 7th. He's going to actually take me back down to Boston. And then I'll, like, spend a day cycling Boston or just chilling in Boston. I really don't even know what I'm going to do in Boston. And then I'll get on the train on the morning of the 9th and head back home. It is July 2nd, and it is crazy that it is this cold on July 2nd. But I should have expected it. It's Maine. So, yeah. Anyway, had a great conversation last night and this morning with Karen Weber, way back from the Key West Bike Ride 2021, which I'm still on. Super excited about the conversation that we had, and yeah, looking like a good day. Only 18 miles. I'm kind of excited to just like have a planned half day. I rarely do that. Very rarely do I plan a half day, but today's a planned one. So let's go. Love you guys. See you later. All right, let's coast down this hill here. My goodness, what a climb this was yesterday. Hello. Well, how about you? All right, it is so cold. So it's noon now. I went in here and there was a big line, like a wait, and two ladies in there, Lissa and Cheryl, asked me what I was doing. They were like, "You're kind of like Forrest Gump." I was like, "You have no idea." So as I talked to them about it, they invited me to sit with them and eat, and they bought my food this morning. So cool. Now, I've only got 18 miles to go, and I'm going to pedal pretty hard because, like, I want to warm up. I'm cold. Like, I am really cold. I'm considering putting on more clothes. Like, that's how cold it is. And windy. Headwind. Let's go. All right, so I rolled in here to the main salon and barber shop. Got the old ears lowered. Maine is really strange. So I'm in Thomaston, and like, you know, I've been in a lot of backcountry areas and things like that, but I've never seen so many. There's a different vibe here, like almost a hippie kind of thing. Like, I really don't know how to explain it. Maybe liberal, but mixed with like this nautical theme, and then, you know, like legalized marijuana. And it's just really strange. Most of backcountry America is very, we'll call it like Republican and Democrat, just to use basic, you know, an understanding so you understand what I'm talking about. Most of backcountry America has this like Republican mindset. It's all like conservative, that's a good word, conservative. And then like, this is more, it's strange, like it's really cool, super cool vibe, but totally different than most of backcountry America. It is totally different than most of backcountry America. Anyway, there's a pizza place right there that I'm headed to now, and the rain's rolling in. So I'm gonna try to beat that, eat pizza, and get to the campsite before I get wet. We'll see. Love you guys, see you later. All right, well, that is it for the day today. Only went like 18.75 miles. Eben should be showing up later. I got here. The lady that checked me in, it was funny because Eben and I were trying to plan like the next few days, and I don't ever reserve anything because I don't ever know where I'm gonna be. And so like he's calling different campsites, and finally he gets in contact with Lobster Buoy. And we had just talked about the Forrest Gump thing, like I had alluded to earlier, that you know, everybody says when they meet me. And so like Eben and I had just talked about it, and the lady's name here is Jenny. He's like, it's a God thing, I'm setting it up. So this is like the only one we kept, the only reservation that we kept. But yeah, it's been amazing. I cannot believe I'm coming down to the end of this tour already. Like a very good friend of mine a couple years ago was talking to me about crazy faith. And it was an amazing conversation. It's kind of what gave me the spark to, you know, really kind of dive in and start wanting to build a rehab, and, you know, actually moving on with a bicycle tour and all those kind of things. Like, it was the final push. I'd wanted to for years, but that was kind of like that conversation was part of the final push. And yeah, it's crazy faith. Like, that's the only way I know how to put it. God has done it over and over again. All I had to do is step out, and he offers the same thing to every one of us. Just step out by faith. You know, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things unseen. And it's been an amazing ride. This tour has been unbelievable, amazing. Only a few days left of riding. Just thinking about a lot. Also, JC and Heidi Cancelleri back in Vero Beach had told me about a book called Wild at Heart. And I've been listening to that book. I just finished it like the last week or two. Oh my goodness. That is such a good book. Such a good book. If you're a book reader, if you like to read books or you like to listen to audiobooks, check out Wild at Heart. Like, that will explain a whole lot about the faith journey and the faith walk journey and what we're supposed to do, whether you're a man or a woman. Christy's listening to it now, but I recommend it for you, most definitely. Like, you need to listen to that. So, with all that being said, I made it. Lobster Buoy Campground. Evan will be here later. If you know anybody who's passed away from addiction in any form or fashion, please drop their name in the comments or find me through the Popple link in the description. And I would love to ride for your person and celebrate their life with you for a day. If you know anybody who's actively addicted, share this with them. I don't want to see anybody else die from addiction. I know you don't either. Let's use Redeeming Eden as a tool that we might save a life. This is the REACCT Tour, REACCT, the Redeeming Eden Atlantic Coast Cycle Tour. And I need you to react. I need you to like the videos, comment on the videos on YouTube, share the videos on your social media profile. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. All those things will go a long way in helping to build Redeeming Eden, the Garden Rehab. Last but not least, don't forget Redeeming Eden is a nonprofit ministry through International Gospel Outreach. I'll leave a link to them in the description. You can go there, you can find out more about Redeeming Eden and about the Cody Jordan Forever Funeral Fund. Or you can go back and watch the day one video from this series, the REACCT Tour. Do you know any funds left over from the Redeeming Eden Cycle Tours will go to building Redeeming Eden, the Garden Rehab. So yeah, from here at Lobster Buoy Campground, I think near Rockport, that's what we're going to call it, Maine. I love you guys. Jesus loves you. I'll see you later. Have a good night.